Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on Arrow Season 5. Now don't get annoyed by what I'm going to say because it all makes sense in regards to what this video is about. Now even though there have only been 3 episodes at the point that I am making this video that have aired so far for Season 5 of Arrow, one thing that I have noticed and have had some other people relay the same thoughts back to me is that the overall story for this season does seem to be sort of rushed. Now don't get me wrong, I am enjoying this season so far, it's good. It's nowhere near season 1 and 2 good, but it's still good if you know what I mean. It's just that we have already seen by episode 3 that this new Team Arrow is now fully formed and already out on missions where they are supposed to trust each other fully. I'm fine with that concept, it makes sense, it's good story. It's just the fact that this story arc should have been over 4 episodes minimum, not 2. I did just find it a bit strange that no one brought this issue up. However, when Laurel hit the streets in Ollie's absence in season 3, even though she'd been training for a while and she had prior training before that, every man and their dog whinged and moaned about it. There are also some issues with character motivations, but I don't want to spend any more time on this video discussing that. So if you do want to discuss that and hear my thoughts on it, let me know in the comment section below. But as I said, I do feel like the story of Arrow Season 5 is being rushed, but is there a reason for that? I say this as a lot of info over the past few weeks, when put together, does hint at something big. And what is that, you may ask? Well, a lot of people seem to think it may be a reset of the Arrow timeline, allowing the show to retcon some of its mistakes in the past, and there is more than a few. Retconning happens a lot in comic book universes, so it would not be that surprising if it was to happen in a comic book based TV show. It's difficult, but it's possible. So I guess everyone is wondering, what stuff has come out over the past few weeks or months that could link to this supposed idea of an Arrow reboot of sorts within the show? The first thing to bring up has to do with Katie Cassidy, who played Laurel Lance or the Black Canary on Arrow. Now we know she will be a part of the crossover episodes this season, but we also got news that she would be returning in episode 10, which was revealed by executive producer of Arrow, Wendy Mericle. And according to Wendy, Laurel will be alive and well. But how the hell is this possible? Well, we will go over that once we go over the other relevant reveals. Next, we have some stuff that has been posted to Stephen Amell's Facebook page. Well, actually, like the rest of the stuff that we will be going over is from Stephen's Facebook page, so let's go through it all. The first piece of Stephen Amell Facebook material to go over is this picture of the old Arrow suit. But why the hell is he wearing this? It isn't in season 3 times, or the back half of season 2. It's either in season 1 or the first few episodes of season 2 before Barry Allen gives him the mask. As you can see, he actually has the paint around his eyes. And it's not like he's randomly just decided to go back and use the old suit, because if you remember in season 3, when Ollie is initially arrested for being the vigilante, Roy takes the green Arrow suit, or the Arrow suit as it was called back then, and pretends to be the Arrow to get himself arrested and save Ollie. And then the whole Roy having to fake his death thing happens, and then he leaves Starling City. It was Starling City at that point. He leaves it, and then we saw him once in season 4. So this is definitely in the past. The next thing to go over is this picture of 2 computer screens with something on the desk, and something on the screens blocked out with green scribbles. On the desk, what I think is blocked out is the list or the book of names that Ollie's dad left for him when he died. But where are they? Well, it sure does look like the Foundry, the original hideout for Ollie as the vigilante, which then they had the nightclub built on top of it and stuff like that. Next we have a short 10-second clip, which I will play right now.
Ready?
Now that clip was filmed in the past week, most likely in the same area where this photo was taken. Now the caption that Stephen put with this video was episode 101, as in 101, is feeling like episode 1 by 01, meaning season 1, episode 1. This doesn't necessarily mean it is a recreated scene of something from episode 1 of season 1. He may just be saying it has a feeling of it. If he gave away a specific episode number, it could lead to big spoilers for what is to come. And lastly, we have a small part from one of Stephen Amell's live streams on Facebook. The full video is around 10 minutes in length, but I will play the important part of it now.
Like, it's the closest thing that we'll ever have to, say, a musical episode of Arrow, as opposed to actually having a musical episode, because I'll quit the show before that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, I think have a chance to be really, really special. When I read 509, and this hadn't happened in a while, I literally went, reading something that happened in Act 5, I believe. It really took me by surprise. So, I hope that it is just as good. I hope people enjoy it. I think that we're off to a tremendous start this year.
So as I said, this full video goes for around 10 minutes. I will leave it linked in the description below if you do want to go check out the entire thing. He does them pretty regularly. I don't think he's done them for a while because they've been busy with the crossovers. But I think now that the crossovers are over, he'll do like 1 or 2 a week. So you might want to, like his Facebook page to keep updated with them. But as you hear, something in 509 or the mid-season finale made Steven gasp, or like make that noise that he made. He says it happens in Act 5, which is usually like the last act in most shows. Drama shows have around 4 or 5 acts, depending on like how long they go, whether they're 40 minutes, half an hour, or like 45 minutes like Arrow is. So what he is saying is that something right at the end of the mid-season finale made him have that reaction. Now, when you put together everything we have gone over in this video, you do sort of get the feeling it all is a result of that moment that made Steven gasp. Do you think something happens that changes Arrow around massively? There are only really 2 options in my opinion of what could happen. The first is that we are going to get flashbacks to season 1, which could link with Prometheus and who he is. As you got to remember that Prometheus is actually a direct result of an action of Ollie's in season 1 when he was going around killing people and really not giving a crap. Or the second one is that something to do with Arrow's timeline gets all out of whack and we get snippets of all the changes up to the point and time of season 5. It would explain why new Team Arrow's story is being extremely rushed, as the back half of the season focuses on something much more important. It would also connect to the return of Laurel's character, because she died, and then the executive producer is saying that she's alive and well. Now, Katie Cassidy was up there to film for some of the crossover, and Stephen Amell did say in that live stream, I think it's that exact same live stream that I, showed a bit of earlier, that he's already filmed a bit of episode 10. But why would he have already filmed a bit of episode 10 when no one else has, when they're still filming episode 9? And that's because I think Katie Cassidy was only available for those days that she was up there, because she's actually filming a movie at the moment. So it's all connected. I don't know really how it's all going to play out, but I guess one of the big questions is, does any of this have to do with Flashpoint? Because we've only really seen one major difference in Arrow so far from Flashpoint, and that is that Diggle's child is now a dude and a bit older. I think he's like 2 years older. Like, Diggle as a character looks like he could have changed a lot, but we haven't spent too much time with him yet, so I think we have to wait a bit. But let me know in the comments what you think is going on here, because my brain just sort of hurts from trying to figure out what the hell is going on. But on the day I am recording this, they actually had the 100th episode celebration for Arrow. So they had most of the old cast and current cast come together and celebrate it. I think like some of the ones that weren't there, I think the actress that played Moira wasn't there. The actor that played Tommy was in there because he's on another show and they would be filming at the moment. But a lot of the old cast and crew was there, so it was really awesome to see everyone together again. And even though Arrow has had a really rough past 2 seasons, season 5 has started off decently well. Not amazing, but decently well. You still got to congratulate them for 100 episodes because it's a hard number to get to. 50, pretty easy. 100, pretty damn hard. I definitely think we'll see The Flash get to 100 episodes. I'm not too sure about Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow, but I definitely think Flash will get there, and that'll be the next show that gets to its mighty 100th episode achievement. But they might upload like a video on the CW channel that is like a recap and like a, like a fun little montage of the celebration. And I'm sure they'll upload photos of it all as well. And if you do have a Twitter account, just go #Arrow100 and you'll be able to see everything, or most things that were happening on that night. But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, it'd be very, very much appreciated if you could leave a like. Let me know in the comments, as I said before, what the hell do you think is going on here? Do you think it's a major effect of Flashpoint that we're getting all these different things happening? Or do you think it all has to do with flashbacks concerning Prometheus's identity? But then you also got to remember, Laurel's coming back in some form, so you got to really mix that in with what you're guessing as well. But yeah, leave all of them in the comment section below. And if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later guys, goodbye.